Bluetooth. Let's see if Linux works Bluetooth out of the gate. I know it does on laptops. I just don't know if it does on desktops and a couple other complications. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there are some distros that do it though. Type of Bluetooth I have. 5.3 EDR. I'm guessing it's some sort of energy efficiency. I forgot what EDR stood for. Low energy. Yep, the energy consumption thing. USB 2.0, compatible with 3.0. It's white. So that means it is 2.0. It's compatible with 3.0 because it's the same pin layout. Kind of. There's more pins on 3. But if you have the proper pin layout, it would actually work with 3.0, even though it is a 2.0 speed. Sensitivity and everything. Actually, can I just put this on as a link? Just in case the link doesn't work, just in case it doesn't exist anymore. Distance is between 10 and 20 meters. So 30 to 60 feet. It's not bad. Non-condensing. Humidity 10 to 90%. Non-condensing. Bullshit. I don't see any gold. That's another thing. Gold plating. Only for people that it's Floridians and Tennessee people. Places that have extreme levels of humidity. Gold plated is literally just for that. They want to say, oh, connectivity. Yes. Connectivity is good. Copper is connectivity. Silver is connectivity. Gold is connectivity. We get that. The marketing behind it, gold's main purpose is corrosion resistance. People want to claim, oh, gold plating actually does help with connectivity and anything. It does help with connectivity, yes. Problem is, if you have copper wire and you have a gold wire, theoretically, you connect it. Both of them will send the same signal. This is not analog, this is digital. So it's either you get the signal or you don't get the signal. Simple as that. If it was analog, like a VGA, then yes, gold wires would actually carry a better signal. Because it's digital like an HDMI cable, HDMI is digital. If the signal is there, great. If there's no signal, but cutting off of ones and zeros, the picture is going to go to complete shit and there's not going to be anything. So all this marketing bullshit can go bye-bye. Mm-hmm. It's literally just for corrosion resistance. And I usually get gold plated because humidity here is like 70 plus. It usually goes to like 90, 98. Yeah, a couple times in the year it can go up to 100. So yes, I'm in one of those extreme humidity places. Why the frick is there a CD? Who the frick uses a CD? Also, it's tiny. It reminds me of those, I don't know if you guys remember this. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember this. The small little CDs that you get for like Captain Crunchling Adventures or the X-Men CDs that you would get within a cereal box. That's what this reminds me of. I don't know even what, I don't remember and I don't know what CD is called. It says CD-ROM. But there has to be a specific name for the small form factor CDs. Okay, that's the Windows installation. Seems pretty basic. Why though? Why would you disable the generic drivers when you install these drivers? I like how they literally give every single little tiny step that a tech support person would actually guide you through. They give a picture for like almost like screenshots for every single one. Screenshots for every single one. Idiot proof much? I don't think I have a CD drive on this thing. Oh well. So, let's see if this is plug and play on Linux. I'll turn off the camera, just so you can see any notifications. There. Yes. before I search. It'd be easier if I even knew how to use this thing. The hell? Preparing mode is on. So is this not working? So, most things as far as I'm understanding, if it says for Linux, it's not for Linux, because this said for Linux. Reason being, almost every single thing that says for Linux uses a CD for a driver. Not saying this wouldn't work. This probably would work on Windows. Problem is, no one freaking uses a CD anymore. So, for the lack of that, I'd say it probably does work. But, problem is, Windows instantly updates and installs the drivers based off of a internet connection. Linux, yes, it does do the same thing, but OEM compatibility is on Windows. Non-OEM compatibility is on Linux. Anything else probably should theoretically work. So much so to a point where let's I can download OBS on this thing. That'll be the next video. So I'm gonna get the camera to work on this computer just to see if it'll work. So far, it seems like very, very basic browsing, web browsing, internet, like their gaming type stuff, and everything else like that works. Wired connections work. Headphones work. Once you go wireless, that's where things get finicky. So far, my Wi-Fi has not worked because drivers, both Wi-Fi things did not work, and Bluetooth does not work. So anything that's wireless, because of how drivers are, and because you have to find out your own repositories, your own stuff, and everything else, just downloading it. Once it's already downloaded, once all the repositories are downloaded, everything just works on the fly, easily. I'm doing this out of the box. Nothing downloaded, nothing installed, out of the box. How does it function? Apples to apples comparison of how Windows is. Out of the box. Yes, you give it enough time. You configure how you want to configure it. Anything and everything will work on Linux. I'm not even joking. Anything and everything will work on Linux. Give enough time. On Windows, so many proprietary stuff and so much third-party stuff and everything, that's not even guaranteed. So it's a time thing. So that's why I'm trying to do an apples-to-apples comparison of, yes, Windows versus Linux, but out of the box, no configuration. Steam. You have to configure Steam. You have to install Steam. Click, 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 done. With Steam, maybe a few commands, done. With Linux, I'm sorry, with Linux, a few commands, done. But to find out exactly which drivers is needed, Windows installs its own drivers automatically. Linux, you might have to find those drivers. I've never really looked into it. Whenever I was doing it on my laptop, it instantly worked. Probably because it had a chip inside of the laptop that was literally dedicated for Bluetooth. This motherboard does not have a chip for Bluetooth. This is also not a Wi-Fi motherboard. I bet you if I put it onto my main computer, because it has a Wi-Fi on the motherboard, like antennas that you screw in and everything, I bet you it would work. I bet if I put in a PCI for Bluetooth, I bet you it would work. My point is USB compatibility. How diverse is its USB compatibility? So far, it seems like it is classified more as a security risk, so Linux is being a little bit hard-headed with it. That's what so maybe. So that's enough for this video, because I was only trying to do Bluetooth to see if the Bluetooth is at the get-go like that. There's a couple other videos I'm thinking of making. But yeah, so far, when it comes to wired connections, beautiful. Wireless connections, if it's not part of the actual PCI connector, if it's not part of the motherboard or whatever, you're going to have a tough time. Either that or these USB connections are kind of faulty, maybe? I doubt it. But who knows? Because this is a handy-down motherboard, so who knows? I don't even know if it worked on Windows, to be honest. Like, knock on. This was technically someone else's computer. It was, I think, on Windows at one point. I don't know for sure. But even with that, I don't even know if it was completely tested on Windows. So I don't even know if it was actually meant to work. Yeah. So, that's about it. Thanks. See ya. Bye.